What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan, back with yet another one. And today, me and my good friend Bob Ross want to have a discussion about dad shoes. What's going on with dad shoes and why are they the new wave? I got some interesting takes, so let's talk about it.
OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, the other sneaker YouTubers, the hell are boring. OG Trap Jordan, OG Trap Jordan, I got sneakers raining and pouring.
So all of a sudden, dad shoes are the new wave. Dad shoes is what everybody's talking about. Dad shoes seem to be selling pretty good and people are really getting into things like Asics and New Balances. And my take on that is trends come and go. And this is another trend. Honestly, I mean, we got a lot of people, old school sneakerheads and you got new sneakerheads, and a lot of people can't just buy Jordans and Nikes all the time. So Jordans and Nikes, honestly, they got oversaturated, but Jordans are super expensive and sometimes people just want something that's affordable, that's comfortable, and something different. It used to be Yeezys were the runner-up. If you weren't rocking J's and Nikes, you were messing with Yeezys. And in my opinion, I've never been a Yeezy guy. Never owned Yeezys, thought they were hideous, thought they were ugly. That's my opinion. And to be honest with you, I think dad shoes are the same thing. I don't like them. When I was a kid and all growing up, all I remember from anybody wearing Asics, it was always some old white man that drove a Corvette and had tiny little denim shorts on above their knees with their socks pulled way up. But I mean, like I said, things come and go. It used to be Yeezys that were the runner-up to Jordan Brand and Nike, which, like I said, they got a little oversaturated. We see the stocks are plummeting on that, but kids are always looking for something new. They're always looking for something different. They don't always, every generation wants to differentiate themselves from the last generation. And don't get me wrong, Jordans are always going to be number one, at least in my opinion and a lot of people's opinions. And Nikes are always going to be like the number one company. But there's always going to be that runner-up. It's always going to be something that people want to be a little different. And these dad shoes right now, they're the wave. They're the trend. You got New Balances mostly, and then you got Asics, and they're comfortable, and I guess apparently right now they're stylish and people are working with them. It's something different. It's something that stands out, and it's affordable and it's comfortable. But honestly, they're not the only dad shoes. There's like Vomeros or however you even say it. I know I'm supposed to be a sneakerhead, but I'm not into these type of shoes, and those are actually kind of cool. I would actually look into maybe possibly buying a pair of those in the right colorway one day. But the whole thing is like, it's something that's different. We've seen so many Jordans and we got so many fire Jordans coming out, but these kids want to be different. And to be honest with you, it's going to be something else later. This little dad shoe phase, it's going to come and it's going to go. Just like everything else, it's going to be, this generation's going to rock with them for a little bit, and then they're going to look down one day and they're going to be like, oh, you know what? There's a reason why these shoes were never that popular and our dads and our grandpas wore them. And it's because they're ugly. But right now, it's something different. It's not the same old same, the same thing we've been seeing getting pumped out over and over again. So that's what happens. People get tired of seeing the same thing and they want to be a little different. And you can't blame them for that. And you know what? Hey, to each his own. Me personally, you're not going to ever see me rocking a pair of Asics. There are certain New Balances I might mess with, but the Asics, that's not them. To me, that was either dad shoes or poor kid shoes when I was coming up. And I'm going to stand firm on that, and I'm not going to waver in that because I'm going to stick to my guns. Like, things come and go, it was forever and forever. Kids were wearing skinny jeans, and they came and went, you know what I mean? But I don't think these will last as long as skinny jeans did, and I don't even think they'll last as long as Yeezys did. There's trends out here, and kids do what they want to do, and they want to be different, and that's just what it comes down to. Personally, if the dad shoes are going to come back, I hope they make Monarchs popular. I wouldn't mind getting me a pair of Pete Carrolls and throwing on some cut-off denim shorts over my knees and getting on the barbecue this summer and playing the dad role. But to be honest with you, it is what it is. It's dad shoes. That's the new wave. Kids like it. They're going to mess with it. And then it's going to be something else. But honestly, I feel like, to tell you the truth, like, Nikes are going to make a big comeback. They're the biggest company in the world. They're going to do their thing and they're going to be back. But they got some fixing to do. And in the meantime, people want something different. They want something comfortable. And the kids are rocking with it. And it is what it is. And who am I? I'm old as you know what. So I ain't gonna sit here and judge nobody and be like, what are those, when I see them on your feet. But I mean, I'm not gonna be rocking with them, but you know, to each his own. I mean, there's always been something different. Like, Jordans and Nikes have been around and they've been like ruling the sneaker world for a very long time, and everybody knows that like the Jordan 1 was the one that set off the whole sneaker culture, basically, that with Adidas and stuff like that in the 80s and hip hop and everything. But there's always something different coming in. I remember when I was young, like, there was Reebok pumps, and a lot of you might not remember those, but I got a pair of them right here. And these used to be pretty much the runner-up. For a long time, when you were a kid, you were cool if you either had a pair of J's or you had a pair of these. These were the runner-up. These came and went. They kind of came back a little bit, but they're never going to be back like they were. And then what happened? Jordan stayed on top, Nike stayed on top, and other things came along. Adidas have been popular on and off, all types of things. I mean, who remembers Fat Farm shoes? Those were right there. G-Unit sneakers, remember those? Those came and went. I heard they're bringing those back. Please do, because I'd love to get my hands on a pair of G-Unit sneakers. But all I'm saying is, and then you had the Yeezys, you know what I mean? And it just comes and goes like that. But in my opinion, it's just another wave that's gonna come and go until it gets played out and people look down and they realize, like, these ain't them. But Jordans are always gonna be them to me. And Nikes are gonna make a comeback, and it is what it is. But if you guys like dad shoes and you like rocking dad shoes, rock them. They're affordable. From what I've heard, they're super comfortable. If you can make them work, make them work. Get your bang for your buck. You don't have to go out and spend $200 and some on shoes every other week like a lot of us do. Because honestly, to tell you the truth, even though I could sit there and make the argument that, yeah, these hold their value and they go up in value and blah blah blah, at some point you do look and you're like, okay, I'm overdoing it. I'm becoming a hoarder and I might be wasting my money at this point because I don't plan on selling them. So if you just want to be, you know, with the times, in style, riding the new wave and get on this dad shoe thing, I ain't gonna judge you. I'm just not gonna do it personally, but I ain't mad at you for doing it. But with that being said, it's another one. I just want to ask, if you like this content, please hit that like button. I would appreciate it if I could get a couple of subs. And at that, me and Bob Ross are going to sign off one more time, and I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.